Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at the top 7 accessories that I got for my Super 73 S2. These are things that I got from a security standpoint. So we're going to be looking at things that are security-wise, meaning that they're really important. Then we're going to be looking at things that are more like aesthetic. And then lastly, I'm going to show you what I got for cleaning supplies. So the first one that I thought was really going to be really important was going to be a helmet, which is the one that I got right here. This one is from a company called 1000, and I'm looking, I was looking for something that was very, robust, that was gonna keep me safe, but it wasn't going to be this big, motorcycle helmet. And not that I have anything against it, it's just I wanted something lighter that I could go around. This is really comfortable though. I live in Salt Lake City and we get weathers in here that are really, really hot and weathers that are really, really cold. So right now during summer we have more than 100 degrees. So this has a lot of ventilation. So we have like 6 different openings on the top area. I also like the polycarbonate material that this has. It's a color that goes with the Super 73. So that was one of the main reasons I got it. And I also think it looks really, really cool. Other than that, I think it's really secure. I think when I touch it, it looks really durable. There's also these Velcros inside that this has that makes it really comfortable on your head. So I've been wearing these and I think it looks great and it also feels really comfortable. There's also this magnetic thing that you can, to put it on and also take it off. It's really easy to put it on and take it off. So, and then if you want to adjust it, there's also, this wheel in here to adjust it. So there is one thing that I wish they had, and this one doesn't come with light, but it has a magnetic area. But at the same time, this is a $99 helmet at the time of this recording. So I think getting a light for this as an accessory, it's okay. It's not a big deal for me, but I know that this is something that is really important for people that need to drive, at night. I don't drive at night, so to me it's not a big deal, but for some of you may be a big deal. The other thing that I also like though, there's this opening here, which I didn't really know what it was, but it turns out that this is going to work when, if you want to leave your e-bike with your helmet and then have a chain, basically your lock that goes through it, you can have this opening area, and then that way you don't have to take it into, where you leave your e-bike and carrying this thing around. You just leave it with the e-bike and lock and secure. The company 1000 also claims that they will replace your helmet if it gets stolen. They also say that they will replace your bike, and I found that information a little misleading because in some areas of the website it said that they will replace the bike, in some areas they only said the helmet. So that's something that I'm not really clear on, but I'm going to show you which actual lock I got that is going to help you with covering some of that cost as well. So next up is the chains that I got, and the chains that I ended up getting is this big thing here, which it is pretty robust and also pretty high quality. This is from a company called Kryptonite, and I really like it. At the beginning, I didn't really like that it was too heavy, especially because not all the time I want to carry this big thing, but to be honest, this is a $3,000 bike, so having something robust like this that is going to keep my bike secure, it's, to me, it's a really important thing. Also these, I ended up getting it with basically a combination. I didn't want to get one with the key, so there's a little bit of a higher price on these. Also, I think it's about $70 to $80, but to me, it makes sense to get it because, this is a really expensive bike. But the other thing that I found out from their website though, is if they were to cut or basically be able to steal the actual e-bike, then what the Kryptonite company will do is, some of the videos that I saw were saying, oh, they'll cover your e-bike completely. And it turns out that they won't cover your bike completely, but they will cover up to, I think it was $1,750, which is, a little bit more than the 50%, a little bit more than 50%, which is the cost of your bike. So I think it's still great that they do that. And plus, if you get a cheaper bike, more like $1,000 to $1,500, then in that case, it's going to be completely covered. So that is something that I really recommend, getting a really good, lock, especially with, these bikes. I also found that it was really easy to use, and the combination, to set it initially is also pretty easy, which I'll link a video in the description if you guys want to learn how to do that, you can also learn how to do that. So the next accessory is the phone mount. I put it as one of the critical ones because to me that was really important, and I already have it attaching here, but the reason why I wanted to get a phone mount is because these bikes come with the app companion, which Super73 has. In addition to that, they have in the app companion, they have basically a map that will give you directions. You can also change these to be class, I think it's the last one, which is class 4, where you can go a lot faster. So you do need to have the app, and I didn't want to have to basically get my phone out to be able to change things when I was driving. So I think to me having this is a key. The other thing that I really like though is I can change this pretty easy, like if I want to tilt it up and down. And this is really strong material, and I have a lot of different materials for different cameras that I use, different mounts that I use for the other main channel, and I can tell you that this is really high quality. The other thing that I like though is I can stretch it, so if you have an iPhone that is bigger, maybe an Android device that is much larger than my iPhone 13, this will work really well. So I really like it. It also comes with different fittings. So right now on this e-bike, it uses one of the fittings, but it has multiple fittings that you can actually use. There's only 2 screws to get it going, and then it's pretty easy to get set up. I also got that one from the Super73 website, and I'll link all these assets in the description of this video so you guys can see it. The next one is called the double up folding foot peg, and this one I also put it as one of the ones that were really important, and it might not be important to some of you, but to me it was really important because I needed foot pegs on this since I have 2 kids. I am going to be carrying one up front, and then maybe sometimes I'll carry both of them just to go around. It's probably not super secure, but in case that I need to use the foot pegs for that, then in my case, that was something that I needed. The ones that I got are from Super73, and they match perfectly. I'm showing you those right now. They match perfectly with the e-bike. The thing that I didn't really enjoy is that the tool that I had to use for the foot pegs, and I'm not a professional motorcycle guy. I'm not a professional e-biker. So it was really hard for me to like find a tool that will fit that perfectly. I wish they would have included the tools to basically put the foot pegs. Maybe you guys have them and that's not a problem, but I think it uses an M10, and I didn't have a nail, basically a wrench tool that was of that size. And I'm not sure if I'm telling you the right tool, but I'll link that as well and show you here on the text overlay so you guys know which tool you're going to need to put it on. And then also by the end of this video, I'm gonna show you the bike with all the different accessories on. So far we look at things to me that were honestly essential. Now let's look at a couple of things to make your bike look a lot better. And these are the things that I call aesthetic, and they're cool, they look cool. And I think, you know, with a bike like this, there's other things that I wanted to do. I wanted to put a grill in here. I want to change some of these. I want to change the seat. So there's a couple of things that I got around that. So one that I got is the S2 half in frame molly. And this is basically a grill that will sit in here, and I'm showing you that right now, but it's pretty easy to set up. There's actually like 4 different screws that you have to connect on the very top, and then there's also one that is going to be attaching to the same screw where the fender is currently attached in this area. So I'll show you that as well, and I think it looks great, and also it has different holes that you can use. Maybe you want to connect other accessory to it. So I think it just also, other than usability, it also gives the bike basically this classic look of a motorcycle from, you know, from the past. So that's something that I'm going to be using. And then number 6, it's the bike cover. That is something that might not be essential to you, but given that there is really dusty in the garage where I'm going to be leaving the e-bike, I don't know, I'm even thinking of leaving it in here during winter, that way it doesn't get wet, or, you know, we have these crazy weather changes, so I don't want it to get dusty, I don't want it to get wet. So in those cases, if you want to keep it protected, I got a bike cover, and this is a poncho that I got from the Super73. It has a really cool Super73 logo that comes with it as well, and I believe it also has a couple of different areas where you can still attach the chain and a couple of holes. So I think this is something that perhaps I'm going to be using. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using as much as I thought, but it's something that I really like how it looks, and I might use them in certain times. So last is the cleaning supplies, and these are the ones that I ended up getting. This is the one from Chemical Guys, and I like that this doesn't have an odor. It doesn't smell like anything. It's going to keep basically your bike, clean, and doesn't have an odor, and it will work for, if you want to clean the seat, if you want to clean, be careful with the battery. I wouldn't really spray it right on the battery, but maybe right on the, on this right here. And then the microfiber towel is the one that I got also from Chemical Guys. This one is going to keep your bike scratch free. So these are things that I haven't used yet. It's actually starting to get a little dusty because I've been taking it, I think about 4 different times, and I haven't cleaned it. So I'm gonna be using these two. They are, they're a little bit expensive. It's not like the home supplies that you can get, but I think it's worth it. I ended up getting it, and I'm going to be testing out. The smell is not that strong. Well, those are all the different 7 accessories that I got for this e-bike. So let me show you how the e-bike looks like with everything on it.